guys, welcome to my channel. Today we will discuss about freshwater generator. Freshwater production from seawater for domestic and auxiliary purposes is an essential requirement aboard ship. A considerable amount of fresh water is consumed in a ship. The crew consumes an average of 100 liters per head per day. Sufficient potable water may be taken on in port to meet crew and passengers' requirement. But the quality of this water will be too poor for use in water tube boiler and for filling expansion tanks. It is common practice to take only a minimum supply of potable water and make up the rest by distillation of seawater. The storage space that would have been used for fresh water can hence be utilized for fuel, or extra space made available for cargo when freshwater generator is installed on a ship. It is statutory requirement to have a distillation plant for emergency use. Otherwise, ship has to carry sufficient potable water. The equipment used on board for the production of fresh water from seawater is known as freshwater generator. Various types of freshwater generators used on board ships are mainly submerged tube type freshwater generator, plate type freshwater generator, reverse osmosis plant. Whatever type of plant is used, essential requirement of any freshwater generator is that it should produce fresh water as economically as possible. Submerged tube type freshwater generator. The shell and tube type freshwater generator consist of heat exchanger, separator shell and condenser. In addition to this, water ejector, ejector pump, distillate pump, salinity indicator, demister or mesh separator, solenoid valve and water flow meter are also fitted as accessories. Freshwater generator working principle. Basic principle of all low pressure freshwater generator is that boiling point of water can be reduced by reducing the pressure of atmosphere surrounding it. By maintaining a low pressure, water can be boiled at low temperature, say 50 degrees Celsius. The source of heat for the freshwater generator could be waste heat rejected by main engine jacket cooling water. Hence, using energy from a heating coil and by reducing pressure in evaporator shell, boiling can take place at about 40 to 60 degrees Celsius. This type of single effect plant is designed to give better economy than absolute boiling evaporators. The submerged tube type freshwater generator uses the heat from main engine jacket cooling water to produce drinkable water by evaporating seawater due to high vacuum, which enables the feed water to evaporate at a comparative low temperature. Steam can also be used as a heat source instead of main engine jacket cooling water. This type of freshwater generator is based on two sets of shell and tube heat exchangers, one acting as evaporator or heater and other as condenser. The combined air brine ejector creates evaporator chamber vacuum condition by driving seawater pass through air brine ejector and seawater supplied by ejector pump to be delivered to ejector for taking out the brine, that is concentrated seawater and air. Freshwater generator line diagram. While entering to the evaporator chamber, temperature of feed water will be around 50 degrees Celsius. Feed water supply rate to the evaporator is fixed by an orifice fitted at the feed inlet. Because of the vacuum condition inside evaporator, Feed water evaporates at this temperature. The water spray and droplets are partially removed from the vapor by the deflector mounted on the top of the evaporator and partially by the built-in demister. The separated water droplets fall back into the brine, which is extracted by the water ejector. The desalted vapor which passes through the demister will come in contact with the condenser, where it will be condensed by means of incoming cold seawater. The distilled water is then taken out by integral freshwater pump, that is distillate pump, and controlled by salinometer and solenoid valve. If the salt content of the produced water is high, solenoid valve diverts the fresh water to the shell side of the freshwater generator and issues an alarm signal. In order to get better suction head, distillate pump is placed at lowest possible location in the freshwater generator plant. This is because the freshwater generator shell is at lower pressure. Distillate pump get maximum net positive suction head with the height of liquid column in the suction line. Thermometer are installed for the control of seawater to the condenser and jacket cooling water to the evaporator. These thermometers permit control of both heating and cooling of these units. The salinometer or salinity indicator is connected to remote alarm so that very high salinity is immediately registered at the engine control room of the ship. Plate type freshwater generator. Working principle of plate type freshwater generator is same as that of submerged tube type. The only difference is the type of heat exchangers used. Here, plate type heat exchanger are used for condenser and evaporator unit. Heat from the diesel engine cooling water is used to evaporate a small fraction of seawater feed in the plate type freshwater generator or evaporator. Unevaporated water is discharged as brine by combined air brine ejector. The evaporated water passes through the demister to the plate type vapor condenser. Here, after condensation, it is discharged to freshwater storage tank by freshwater distillate pump. During entire operation, the feed rate at the evaporator is fixed by the orifice plate at the feed inlet to evaporator. Construction of freshwater generator. The shell is usually fabricated steel or non-ferrous metal like copronickels, which has been shot blasted then coated with some form of protective. One type of coating is sheet rubber, which is rolled and bounded to the plate then hardened afterward by heat treatment. Heat exchangers use aluminum brass tubes and Munn's metal tube plate in case of tube type freshwater generator. For plate type, titanium plates are used for condenser and evaporator. Demister is made of layered knitted wire of monel metal.